Colors of the universe are there because of the existence of womankind. Sir Muhammad Iqbal.
Hello.
Welcome.
This is the Two Cities.
Oh, I'm so excited.
The next person I want to introduce to you is someone that Nikki and I have to thank. She is literally the only reason we met, and the reason we are able to bring you this podcast today. Let me tell you her story. My name is Ellie, and this is my Tales of Two Cities special episode. Fatima al Fihri was born in Tunisia in the 9th century, but then moved to Fez, Morocco. During that time, Morocco was a cultural paradise for the immigrants of Africa, the Middle East, and people of the Islamic faith. Her father was a successful businessman, so Fatima lived a comfortable life. Her brother, her sister, and Fatima were educated in subjects like literature, religion, and science. Overall, Fatima lived a happy and prosperous life. When she grew up, she fell in love and got married. It really was a dream. Until one year, where she experienced the painful loss of 3. Her husband, her father, and her brother all died in a quick time span. This left Fatima with a considerable amount of money. Her sister and her wanted to give back to the world and their community. Her sister, Miriam, used her inheritance to open up the Andalusian Mosque, and Fatima, well, she opened up the University of Al Quaraouiyine in 859 CE. For those that don't know, the University of Al Quaraouiyine is the world's first modern university. University of Al Quaraouiyine became the center of advanced learning in the Mediterranean. It became the home for many scholars, including Pope Sylvester II, who introduced Arabic numerals and the concept of zero to Europe. It was the center for the study of natural sciences and architecture. It is also still granting degrees today. So, like I said, Fatima really helped spark this podcast. We really have to thank her. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to us on your podcast device. We're also on Spotify and Stitcher, so please join us there too. I would also like to thank Mackenzie Lee for her great book, Bygone Badass Broads, for inspiring this episode. If you want to have more than just the free stuff, check out our Patreon. Nikki and I create special episodes for the one-time fee of $5. We also offer merch, shout-outs, and other deals as well. If you want to represent us, please check out our merch store on TeePublic. We offer many exclusive Tales of Two Cities items, as well as other items from artists all over the world. If you want to talk, write to us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and at our email at talesofthe2citiespodcast@gmail.com. We love to hear from you, and we generally love telling your stories on our podcast as well. But, above all, and most importantly, thank you so much for listening to this episode.
Fatima bint Muhammad Al-Fihri Al-Qurashiya was the founder and patron of the world's first university in the history of mankind. The institution is commonly known as the University of Al Quaraouiyine. It is in Fez, Morocco. Today it stands and continues to promote learning and education. It was over 1,000 years ago, in the 9th century, that the concept of institutionalized academic learning and research was born. From the foundation of her very first brick, Fatima Al Fihri resolved to observe ritual fast daily for as long as the building was under construction. A wealthy widow, Fatima Al Fihri invested all of her inheritance towards financing what eventually became the Quaraouiyine Mosque and later on university, the world's first degree-granting institution of higher learning. Al-Quaraouiyine predates Oxford and Cambridge by 300 years. Both Leo Africanus and Muhammad Al-Idrisi were reported to have attended the University of Quaraouiyine.
No sorrow, no sadness, no pain, and no toil. Have you ever wished for